And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Insomniatic show that finds cartoon lyrics from shows from yesteryear, only known as the Tuesday Night Special. And apparently, according to the maestro, the song from the Haunted Hamburger was Silly Sauce and Cheese, Pickles and You Please, Haunted Hamburger. So I was in the neighborhood for it. I was close, which is scary to the maestro, but at the same time, I'm gonna laugh about in another couple of seconds. But besides laughing at song lyrics that I remembered from way back when, from my childhood, folks, I think it's time for us to check out a couple of these video game clips along with those video game hits from the Indie Cade world for another edition of the Indie Cade Triple S Deluxe. And the first game that we have up from the night games for this week comes from the creators Carl Mertz and Francesca Carletto Leon with their game Hell Couch, a couch co-op game. And this game, which involves you trying to save a possessed couch that is haunted by some form of evil spirit, automatically reminds me of the Halloween edition of the Big Comfy Couch, where that couch got haunted too. No, seriously, it really did. I think it freaked my sister out too, but nevertheless, here's hoping in the near future for this haunted couch-like game. Besides a co-op mode, they also have a competitive mode that you can play against your friends to see who can unpossess the couch the quickest. And according to the maestro, chances are they might already have it. Right. And not to mention, a plus with the fact that the couch lights up in different colors too. I like that. And the next game that we have up comes from the creators Move 38 with their game Mortals for Blades. And this game, which requires you to steal resources to keep your resources alive, automatically reminds me of not only the Hex game that they had back in the day called, well, Hex Puzzle, but also a little hint of Light Bright, Lights Out, and a little splash of that one movie with Ethan Hawke called Daybreakers, because they kept harvesting humans for supply to keep themselves alive too. And the fact that this game allows you to steal life from other pieces to increase the lifespan of a piece to actually make sure you win the game is another cool concept. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides getting a chance to have hexagon pieces, they also have squares, triangles, rhombuses, and rectangles, and even other crazy pieces that you would have to scramble to add on at a moment's notice to keep your food supply going as you try to beat your opponent. You know, just as bonus pieces to keep the livestock alive. Yeah, I think it would be an interesting spin. And with that said, folks, we now head on over to the sound wall for this week, and the sound we have up comes from the composer Alejandro Romero, nice name by the way, with his title sound of Agave Fields, or Agave Fields, from the video game Viva Sancho Villa, with their developer of 2D's Nuts. 2D Nuts, of course, they were doing so well until the developer came. But nevertheless, folks, when I listen into these sounds, and when I close my eyes, I automatically remind myself of being in one of those desperado gunfights in New Mexico with a whole bunch of Nerf guns screaming out to the guy over in the corner who tried to hit me with one of those Nerf rocket launchers. You missed, man! Only for the maestro to help me out with backup by sliding on the bar room table and even hitting somebody with one of those Nerf Astro Blasters, which I thought they stopped making those, maestro. Oh, he managed to keep one for himself after they kept them out of development. Right. And if you guys want to check out any other cool games that are featured on your art wall, sound wall, screenshot Saturday showcase, or even submit a couple of your own games on there as well, including some games for the upcoming E3 festival in the next couple of months, you can head on over to their IndieCade.tumblr page, only known as IndieCade.tumblr.com, or head on over to their Facebook page known as Indie Cade, or even their Twitter, Flickr, YouTube, Instagram, or even website that are all named the same but is just as critically acclaimed, only known as, you guessed it folks, Indie Cade. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into this music and continue to listen into these diamonds in the rough as we try to turn your Tuesday night into a Friday night, only here, right here, on the Tuesday Night Special. So don't crap out on us at the casino tables just yet, folks, and stay tuned.